Hello, everybody. Will Byington back with another episode of My Three Things, the brand new podcast that details what we're listening to, what we're watching, what we're reading, basically anything we're all enjoying that hopefully turns you on to your new favorite thing. Each week, either I'll describe my three things for the week or I'll have a guest telling what has been getting them through the insane days we're all living. It's My Three Things. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, just about anywhere podcast can be found. You can also track it down on YouTube. If you're watching there, please hit the subscribe button. Facebook, Instagram, every way you can find it. Please share the podcast as I'm trying to get the word out and hopefully, like I said, turn you on to your new favorite thing. Here we are for the week of March 12th. My Three Things. Let's go. Number one on this week's episode is something that I first learned about a couple weeks ago. It just seems like the other day from my buddy Mackenzie Reed. He was telling me all about these things called NFTs, Non Fungible Tokens. I'd never heard of such a thing. It sounded like something you caught as a kid after playing in the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese's. Sounded like something you caught between your toes after a day at the beach in Florida. Non Fungible Tokens. Digital art, and it's everything from limited edition digital video to art prints that are digital, a bunch of different things from the NBA even getting in with their Top Shot, where they sell digital versions of famous dunks from LeBron James and the like. Non-fungible tokens, and literally they are selling for millions of dollars. Here's a story that ran this week on the Today Show.
Artists are discovering that digital creations can be worth millions. How much would you pay for this, or this? These just sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars each, and in the case of Crossroad, for more than $6 million. But what collectors paid for were not physical pieces that you'd traditionally see in museums. They're buying the original digital artworks.
I like to think of it as sort of like almost like a master recording versus an MP3. A bunch of people can have copies of Michael Jackson's Thriller, but one person owns the master recording.
One image for each 5,000 days.
Beeple is the artist behind Crossroad. His latest work, Every Days, the first 5,000 days, is a digital collage 13 years in the making. And for Christie's, it's the first purely digital piece of artwork they've ever put up for auction. What do you say to folks this morning who are going to be shaking their head going, I don't get it?
This is a counterintuitive way to think about possession, right? The idea that something intangible can be valuable is not that shocking to me. This is an asset that's going to maintain its value.
Which is great news for Beeple. Bidding is currently at $4 million and climbing. Do you get a piece of that action, or once it's done, it's done?
There's a 10% sort of artist royalties.
On the surface, buyers appear to be purchasing what's already on the internet for free, like this video of a monstrous dunk by LeBron James. The clip recently sold as a digital trading card. $208,000, but you can still watch it online at no cost. The first ever tweet by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey is also free to see and now up for auction. So far, the bidding is at $2.5 million.
This idea of owning a file, that's a very foreign concept. But I think, as time goes on, people will wrap their heads around it.
Not sure people will. But Carrie, so many questions here. How do you even buy these digital items? I'm assuming that cold hard cash isn't an option.
That's right. It's all about the digital cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum. And then how do you prove you own it? Okay, it's a little complicated. You get an NFT, which is a non-fungible token, which is then assigned to the blockchain with a number that only you get, and then you own it. Yeah, it's an internet thing.
Wait.
Complicated, but
a non-fungible token.
Now, non-fungible
wait,
token.
Savannah has a very important question.
Yes. My question is,
So there you have it. The Today Show and Christie's Auction House even talking about non-fungible tokens, digital art that's selling for mad, insane money. It's kind of like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all the other things. I don't understand it at all, but I'm hopefully launching my first NFT within the coming week. I have no clue what it is, and I'm learning my way through it every minute, but hopefully I can get in on this massive wave that is NFTs. If anybody out there listening to this understands them or can explain it to me a little bit better, I'm all ears, because I would love to know. And I don't think it's going away anytime soon. NFTs, Non Fungible Tokens. Would love if you have questions, comments, or an explanation. Help a brother out. WillByingtonPhotos@gmail.com. That's number one. Number two on this week's My Three Things is another thing that has kind of come out of nowhere and seems to be all the rage. And unfortunately, for Android users, it's only available for iPhone users right now. That's right. I'm talking about Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. It's the hottest new social media app out there, but what is it exactly? How do you use it? And should you sign up? I got you covered. Lately, there have been a ton of social media startups, all hoping you'll get sick of the Twitters and the Facebooks of the world and join their app instead. But there's one that is gaining some pretty decent traction: Clubhouse. I'll walk you through the app in a minute, but the key thing that separates it from other social media apps is it's audio only. It's sort of like if podcasts and convention panels could happen anywhere, anytime, and you could participate in them. Currently, you can only get into Clubhouse with an invite to the app, but a lot of really high-profile names are already on the service. Elon Musk, Chris Rock, Oprah Winfrey, Mark Cuban. I mean, from tech to comedy and everything in between, there are a lot of big names on Clubhouse. There is also one very small but important caveat, aside from the whole invite thing, which is it's iPhone only for right now. Yes, Clubhouse is only available on iOS. Sorry, Android users, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Clubhouse said in a blog post that they were excited to start working on the Android version of its app about a month ago. So you might be waiting a while. Okay, let's take a look at the app and how it works.
It's a brand new app, iPhone only, that basically creates audio listening rooms, audio chat rooms about every topic known to man. There are, at any given time, hundreds, maybe even 1,000 rooms going with experts and regular people talking about anything and everything. Social media, Hollywood, music, everything. It's called Clubhouse. Now it's growing in numbers every day. So much so, even Twitter is starting to get into it with their Spaces, another audio-only way to chat. Like I said, it kind of combines Twitter, podcast, and 1992 AM talk radio. It's definitely not for everybody, but so far everybody that I've known who's kind of dived in and given it a listen is at least intrigued. I've been loving all the entertainment chats, all the people talking about just what's going on in the world. You can actually be surfing your phone, surfing the web, and communicating that way. There's absolutely no messaging within Clubhouse, so it's pretty interesting. And it seems to be growing. I'd love to know what you think as well. Have you heard about it? Have you dived into it? Do you think it's going to be around for a while? Clubhouse, hopefully soon available on Android. If not, perhaps you've checked out Spaces on Twitter. Same exact idea. Let me know what you think. That's number two, my three things. Number three for the week is something that has definitely gotten me through the last 12 months. Animal videos. Whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Facebook. Animal videos. Animals acting crazy, animals doing mundane things, animals doing fun things. Animal videos I can't live without, and I can't get enough of. A couple that come to mind, though, that I want to share specifically is, first up, the Shed Aquarium in Chicago took their penguins on parade. Literally all throughout the last 12 months, with quarantine and the Shed Aquarium being shut down, as well as other museums around Chicago and landmarks. The penguins have had the run of it all. Check it out. Those penguins definitely are having just a little bit of fun, don't you think? The final thing I'll mention for animal videos, and there's so many, we could be here all night, is Chunk the groundhog.
Well, it was that time of year I was breaking ground on the garden. It all started out so well until this started. A chomp, chomp, chompity chomp. Who is it? What is it? So I set up the camera to see the groundhog looking back at me. Now I don't care what people thump, but this groundhog, he don't eat no junk. He became so special to me that I named him Chunk. Now he eats for free. Chunk, he don't eat no junk. He got friends, a squirrel, possum, and a skunk. He don't care what you say, he gonna eat your veggies anyway. Chunk, he don't eat no junk. He got friends, a squirrel, possum, and a skunk.
That's internet celebrity and influencer Chunk the groundhog from Delaware. Started out even before quarantine, but Chunk definitely has been providing the entertainment we all need. Check him out on YouTube as well as TikTok and Instagram. Chunk the groundhog. Those are my 3 things for the week of March 12th, 2021. Please share hashtag My3ThingsPodcast on all social media and let me know what your 3 things are. We'll see you soon, everybody.